Good morning, loves. It's Josie. I wanted to pop in and give you some tips on what to do when you feel like you're dying. I gotta go back and actually title this video because I keep forgetting the title when I'm on live audio. Okay, so here's the deal. It's springtime now. And what comes with springs? Allergies and all kind of cooties, right? Anytime the season change, we have changes. But then there's also the solar flares, the grand solar flash, the event, whatever you want to call it, ascension symptoms. There's also that amplifying everything, okay? So there's a lot going on. And I want to give you some practical tools. I want to paint a practical picture for you, okay? So you can understand how to handle this energy without like freaking out or thinking you're going to die, okay? First of all, regardless of whether you go to the doctor or not, there's things you can do before you even get to the doctor, okay? This is the disclaimer before I start talking. I am not a medical professional. This is not medical advice. Do whatever it is that you need to do for yourself or you usually do for yourself when you don't feel well. Okay? So these are things, I'm going to start off with the things you can do once you've set your appointment to go get checked out. Okay? I always recommend you let your doctor tell you that there's nothing wrong with you or that whatever needs to be done, whatever treatment needs to be done can be done at home, or that they're only going to treat the symptoms. So you might as well just treat it naturally at home, right? Before you even get to the doctor, if you can hydrate, if you can drink water, that is very important. This is not going to affect any blood tests or anything like that you might have to get. Okay? Hydrate if you can. If you're dealing with nausea, put a slice of ginger under your tongue. Make you some strong peppermint tea and sip it. Okay? Warm lemon water or just chewing on a lemon, eating a lemon straight up will help you with the nausea. Okay? Grounding, going outside and sitting on the ground, laying on the ground, especially if you have tummy issues. If you lay on your stomach on the ground and breathe slow and deep, Gaia will literally give you energy healing. Okay? These are all things that you can do before you even get to the doctor's appointment or to the urgent care clinic. You know what I mean? And I don't recommend going to the emergency room. But again, you determine that, not me. Try to get a same day appointment or go to an urgent care. Now, once you get there, you're going to get the blood work, you're going to get the exam, and they're going to come up with whatever they're going to come up with. Either you have something that shows that you have cooties and you may need antibiotics or whatever, right? Or you don't have anything that shows up in imaging in your blood to where they say, oh, well, we're going to just give you some ibuprofen, or, oh, we're just going to treat the symptoms, right? If you leave the doctor's office with the what we call I don't knows, we're just going to treat the symptoms, that's when you have the green light to get witchy. That's when you have the green light to go ahead and get you some energy work done, bust out your herbs, things like that. But if you leave the doctor with medications that you need, it doesn't mean that you can't get witchy. It just means that you need to make sure you check with your doctor or your pharmacist before you decide to couple herbs with chemical medication. That's all. Because even if the doctor does give you pills or whatever you're going to get, that doesn't mean you still can't be proactive in a natural way, like getting more sleep, doing what you're we're trying to reconnect there. We're back. Um, getting the rest, staying hydrated, making sure you understand your medication if you do get medication, reading the fine print, because what people fail to realize is that some medicines you have to drink a lot more water when you take them than normal. Otherwise, that's how you get the side effects. Some medicines you can't take with certain liquids. Like I know that there's medicines you can't take with grapefruit juice. You know what I mean? Pay attention to your prescription. And then of course you don't want a cross reaction if you're trying to, you might drink some chamomile tea, but it interacts with the medicine that you're taking. So really think about know what you're doing. And if you don't know what you're doing, don't be just trying stuff, okay? Talk to a professional to make sure that you're doing what you're doing is okay. There's no shame in telling your doctor, "Hey, check this out. I'm not going to take ibuprofen. Instead, I want to take cayenne pepper for my inflammation," or whatever natural herb deals with inflammation. And you say, are you cool with that? Are we in agreement that I'm going to do a natural equivalent to this anti-inflammatory that you're trying to prescribe me? And they'll tell you whatever they feel about it or whatever. If they can't tell you how much you need to take in that natural herb, find a herbalist that can look at the prescription of ibuprofen or whatever they want to give you this NSAID. if they prescribe you 25 milligrams of an anti-inflammatory, you can go to a herbalist or what do you call it, naturopathic doctor, right? And you can say, okay, how much cayenne pepper or how much turmeric or how much ginger, is equivalent to 25 milligrams of ibuprofen. There's help out there. This is why people have these gifts. But you've got to know what you're doing, and you've got to ask questions. And of course, you've got to advocate for yourself, and you've got to understand that you are the authority at all times. Okay? Now, for my people who they're just like, "Oh, well, we don't see anything," you know what I mean? And they're just prescribing you something just to prescribe it. That's your choice whether you want to take the medicine or not. But you innately know what to do with your body. Your body is designed to heal itself. Okay? All you need to do is create the environment for it to do so. Hydration is going to be key, whether you're dealing with sickness, whether you're dealing with ascension. Hydration is always going to be a big deal, because in order to get rid of something that doesn't belong in your body, you're going to need to drink water. You're going to need to pee. You're going to need to poop. These things already naturally happen for a reason, to keep you well. You detox every day. Detox is not something that happens when you decide that you want to go on a water fast or you want to drink juices and all this and that. Because I really seriously think that people don't realize that we're detoxing all the time. You see what I mean? When you pee, when you poop, you are getting rid of toxins in your body. So when you take it to the next level, people, they say, "Oh, I'm detoxing." Well, we're always detoxing. You're just detoxing intentionally, and you're detoxing on a more in-depth level. That's all. It's important to pee and have bowel movements, y'all, because some of y'all be holding it. Don't hold your pee. Don't hold your poop. Some of y'all like to go to work and not poop until you get home. And then, it's a snowball. It's really bad. And this is like the worst time for you to be holding stuff in, because do you know that there's people out there that will only eat a certain amount of food or not eat enough food, right? Just because they don't want to end up having to pee or poop while they're somewhere that they have to be. We're no longer going to be able to get away with things like that, because your body is changing and it's requiring more. So let this full moon cycle help you release on all levels. Okay, literally. Now, if you find that you are simply dealing with the Ascension symptoms, again, you can use your herbal remedies for whatever it is that is ailing you. Having a good spiritual practice, meditation, receiving energy healing when you don't have enough focus to do it on your own as well. Getting massages, making sure that you're eating foods that are high in minerals, not just vitamins. Mineral content is very important, okay? Lots of fruits, lots of vegetables, lots of water, because you're basically, again, setting your body up to be able to heal itself. So it needs those minerals, especially when it's going through changes. It needs those vitamins. It needs that hydration. And when you're talking about integrating energies of a high vibration that are carrying information that need to be encoded into your DNA, that need to go through all of your bodies, your spiritual body, your mental body, your emotional body, all the way before they even get to your physical body. When you're talking about this level of metabolism, naturally you're going to need more nutrition. Not food, but nutrition. There's a difference. Okay? You may find that you need more vitamins and minerals. This is where those cravings come from. So try to make the best choices. Everything has a higher octave and a lower octave. If you're craving potato chips, you probably want some kind of potassium or whatever else potatoes carry as far as their minerals and vitamins are concerned. So choose the higher octave of that craving. You see what I mean? Think about the vitamins and minerals when you have these cravings and think, oh, my body wants this. Instead of just grabbing, whatever snack you're craving. There's a reason you're craving that particular thing. Even with chocolate, it has magnesium and potassium in it. Again, a lot of these cravings are for electrolytes and they're for minerals more than anything. Everybody's so focused on vitamins, you're going to get the vitamins anyway because they're in there too. You know what I mean? Pamper yourself. Take some time to be alone if you need time to be alone. All of these practical things people overlook, especially when they're dealing with Ascension symptoms. Playing music, especially frequency music, listening to your binaural beats, because sometimes it's real. Sometimes you can't even focus to do a self-healing on yourself, so you got to call in reinforcements. Something as simple as cleaning your house, cleaning your environment, cleaning out your car will be helpful in helping you integrate these energies, because for some of us, the energy is either telling us to lay the hell down because we don't have no energy to do anything, right? Or the energy is telling us to move our body so that we can get that blood flowing and help to eliminate and make room to integrate these energies. It's whatever you feel like you need to do. This is why we all have intuition. Listen to your body and do what it's trying to tell you to do to help this energy get metabolized and integrated. Okay? Don't try to fight your fatigue, because you'll find that you'll get put in timeout. You will have an unnecessary nap. Things will get pretty dang dangerous if you try to ignore your body, because the energy's not going nowhere. You gotta open the channels up to help it flow. And if you're saying, oh, I gotta go to work, screw this, you know, and you're blocking it and trying to stop it, it's the same thing like with a dam at a river. Eventually it's going to break, and it's going to either, while it's still holding, it's going to cause pain in an area of your body. And then when it breaks, that's when people have these wild, surges of energy, and they become ungrounded when the dam breaks. But when you're trying to resist it and when you're trying to hold it, you create pain, and then you think you're dying when all you had to do was try to take a little 30-minute nap, when you felt like you were being sedated. Because I'm telling y'all this seriously, like a lot of times it feels like out of nowhere that the angels, that the universe is telling you, stop everything you're doing and just lay down right here, right now. And that's not practical. But what is practical is going to tell your boss, hey, I need a moment. I need 15 minutes. I'm not well. Whatever you have to say. And go and take you a little 15-minute nap. I'm not asking you to say, I need to go home and I need to call in sick. If you can, definitely do so. But at all levels, there is something you can do. I don't want you to think that there's nothing you can do. Don't be a victim here. You see what I mean? There is even the smallest thing. There is something you can do in these situations. Essential oils are very, very good to have on hand as well for these beautiful headaches when our third eye is being opened. Rosemary, lavender for our emotional balance, things like that. But there are tools and there are people that have these gifts and these specialties for a reason. So when you start going through these things, don't be afraid to reach out. Don't be afraid to ask questions. Always be your authority. Of course, go to the dang doctor to get, checked out. And when they can't tell you what's going on, that's when you need to go ask other people, think outside of the box, go to other professionals to find out what you can do to make this experience more tolerable. Okay? Start learning about what's happening to you. I went through years of going crazy and seeing doctors and being a victim before I figured out what was really going on with me, before I took charge. We are still ascending. We are still getting ascension symptoms. People are still ascending at different levels. Some of us go first so we can help you when you start to go through this stuff. You can continue to deny that this stuff is happening all you want to, but you're going to be hit with it hard. And then you have to make a decision of how you want to react to it. But we're here nonetheless. The way showers, the first wavers, whatever you want to call them. We're here and we went first and we're still going. We still have experiences ourselves. We're still going first. So we can help you when you get hit with the vapors. Okay? So hopefully this video or audio has helped you. I'm still trying to wake up this morning, y'all. I need a moment. I love you guys. Talk to you later. Have a beautiful day.